Good evening, my fellow South Africans. Tonight I'd like to speak a little bit about our judicial system and what's going on in this country with Mkhonazi and them. I see it took him in excess of 2 months to get the wheels of in motion here. What took so long? That should have been done within 2 hours. As soon as they saw the smoke there, you don't wait for the building to burn down and then report the fire. When you see the smoke coming out of it, that's when you report the fire. I mean, where there's smoke, there's normally fire, isn't there? If you see a building and there's smoke billowing out of it, you don't wait for the building to burn down and then say, oh yeah, I think maybe there's a fire there, but the building's gone already. That's the problem with our country. They don't react. And I'm telling you where one way of, we need to get this thing, something that needs to be sorted out is our judicial system. Why is it that our president decides who's going to be the gang leading our judicial system? That's a lot of BS. It's nonsense. We, Joe public, should be the ones. We should vote for who we want to be to be running the judicial system. It shouldn't be the president's call, because in other words, he's just bringing his buddies there, so he can carry on and break all the laws he likes because he knows he owns the judicial system. It doesn't work like that. He must also answer to the judicial system. Shouldn't be the judicial system you have to answer to him. Judicial system should be something on its own, and we should be voting for our own judicial system. I mean, it's like having a police station down the road, but all the police work for me. They're all in my pocket. So their wages come from my pocket. They're not going to arrest me if I do anything bad. That's what's happening here. Like the Mkhonazi case. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now that it's in excess of 2 months. That was at the beginning of July. We are nearly at the beginning of October now. I mean, it's ridiculous. Totally, it's BS. That's why this country is in such rack and ruin. This ANC hate era must now come to an end. It's over. Ramaphosa must pack his bags and duck. He must go back to the country he came from, because I don't believe he's a South African. Because he definitely hasn't got a South African heart, that's for sure. He hates our country. He doesn't love our country. I think he hates it. That's why he's ruined it like he has. Look at our country. Everything's broken, busted. Theft, drugs, everything's going upside down. Nothing's going right. Absolutely nothing in the country. It's like he was sent here on a mission to destroy this country. Where does this guy come from? The moon. I don't think he comes from South Africa.
Your heart has got to be in a place.
Yes, you've got to love it.
Your heart's got to be in a place to nurture it and to nurture the citizens of your country.
That's right.
You've got to nurture your country. You've got to nurture your citizens. Your citizens is your country.
We are the country.
We are the country, and you've got to nurture it. You've got to nurture the citizens of the country. You've got to look after the people of this country. And if you are allowing everything to go to pots, then that means you don't give a shoot. You don't give a shoot.
And every month he takes a handful of coins and throws it in the air and expects us to scramble for that money.
Yeah, and they laugh and they make us a laughing stock.
And they make us look like a bunch of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
But he's the knucklehead, because his time is short now. I'm telling you, his time is very short.
Well, he shot himself in his own foot.
He is a thief and a scallop.
Shot himself in his own foot.
So I said,
that's
why I said, going forward, the solution to prevent this from happening again in the future, especially with our judicial system. Our judicial system cannot work at the moment because it belongs to the ANC. It should not be that way around. The judicial system should be an independent thing. And we should vote who we want to be the judicial system. It shouldn't be his call.
Everybody should have a little bit of some say.
And as for the ANC, the DA, we're not saying they have to be completely opposing being the GNU and all that rubbish, the GNR, GNS, whatever, Government of National Stupidity, whatever it is. But the people there must start talking, man. Got to say, listen here, can't work like this. We need to come up with better solutions.
Why aren't they saying anything?
Because there's probably there's people they're benefiting from it under the table. That's what it's all about. It's never about Joe Public. Joe Public's backside. They're not worried about us. As long as their stomachs are full, they don't understand hunger.
No one will understand hunger.
You know what Knucklehead's attitude is? My stomach is full. How can you be hungry? I can spend money. I've got plenty of money, so how can you be without money?
Yeah, I'm living the
I've
life.
got everything. I've got everything.
As long as you're living the life, and the next person, you're not going to worry about the next person.
And all they can do is play the apartheid card and the racial card.
Oh yes, the racist.
They love the racial card. The racial card and the apartheid days.
I think it's pathetic.
But it's about time now we start to do a full investigation into the ANC hate era.
I think
that's what needs to actually be at the TRC right now.
Yeah, I think this racial card is really getting on a lot of people's nerves now. I see it.
Well, we know it doesn't really exist.
It's pathetic. Can't people just be happy that they've got their health? What they're so worried about the color of the skin? It's nothing to do with the color of the skin. Be worried. Be more concerned about your health than the color of your bloody skin. As far as I'm concerned.
I said Cyril Ramaphosa loves to build these high-rise buildings.
But what would you worry about?
He builds the roof first.
What would you worry about? Would you worry more about your color of your skin or your health?
My health. Exactly. I only want my health.
Exactly.
That's all I want. I want my health back so I can come back and start kicking ass again. That's what I'd like to do. Because yesterday, I don't know, this country's really gone.
I can just thank God that I wake up every morning and I can take a deep breath and I can breathe and I can live.
Well, it's time for the ANC to have a stroke, so they can also get put out the pasture.
It seems to me people are more worried about the colour of their skin. I mean, that's a joke. It's starting to really get funny now.
At the end of the day, we all get sick and we all need to go to the toilet. We all get hungry. We all need water to drink. People in South Africa are suffering now.
Yeah.
Everything's gone to pot.
We need to think of the real things that are really happening here in our country. Never mind the bloody colour of our skins.
Well, the only way you're going to slow down the crime, hey, is by getting your judicial system in order.
We've got to concentrate on what's going on in our country and how bad our country is going down to the dogs.
But if the judicial system's got no power,
I think that's where we should put
over the president. What's the point? If he gets caught speeding now in a motor car, does he get a fine or who pays that fine?
Who's that? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
So let's just take Ramaphosa now. You know, I don't want to use his name. I normally call him, but anyway, I am you know what? But I'm saying, if he gets caught speeding in a motor car today, will he get given a fine, or who will pay for it? The taxman will probably end up paying for that fine.
No, he'll go home.
But he'll just walk away from it. Yeah. And it shouldn't be like that. That's why I said our judicial system cannot work in our country because it reports to the government. It should not report to the government. It should be an independent thing saying we could go to the judicial system if we're not happy with the way the government's behaving, so we can lay charges against these people that are doing things bad against us.
Well, you've got to lead by example. And he ain't leading by example.
He is leading by example. Look how well how good the criminals are doing.
That's the only leading by example he's doing is by.
And you can see how well they're doing.
By crime, yes. And why? Because they are following suit.
Yes, because they learn from it.
They're following suit. So
But we will definitely have this discussion again soon. I'm quite sure. I really believe that this should go very viral, and we need to have a serious meetings all over the country. People should start talking about this. We need the government should not have the control of the judiciary system, and that is the problem in this country. Our judiciary reports to the government. That's the biggest lot of puff I've ever heard in my life. This is like the cleaner telling you how to run your home. It doesn't work that way. You tell the cleaner what you want. The cleaner doesn't tell you how to spend your
time. Or one of your fitters coming to you and telling you, hey, when you used to be a boss, hey, boss, I think you should do it like this. You shouldn't be doing it like that, eh?
No.
Isn't it?
No, comments are nothing. Comments are good. It's good because it shows interest.
Yes, but
he come tell me, I must run it his way. The job will run the way I want it done, not by the guy that's doing my job. He will do it the way I want it done, and I'll know what I want at the end of the day because I'm in charge of that job. And if he breaks the laws, i.e. be it safety law or whatever case, I will nail him for that.
Mm.
But at the moment, these guys get away with anything. They can kill, they can murder.
Could you imagine if somebody goes to my brother Terry and says it's different and says, "Oh, chef, you're not making those brownies like you should be."
Oh no, Terry will just give them a clock. Don't worry about that.
You know,
But the
and
thing
they
is,
say, "Hey,
but you can't have the
just trying to
dishwasher
give
telling
you
the chef how to do his
just trying
job.
to give you a little bit of an example
Yes, I know.
for those out there that don't
Yeah, I
understand.
understand. But the thing is, you can't have. But it's Joe Public. It's us citizens. They should have the right to say who should be running the judiciary system and who should be in charge there. Not the president. He shouldn't be the one telling them who should be running. Say he's got control over the judiciary system. That's about the biggest one of piffle I've ever heard. Anyway, I'm going to say good night. Still battling with this flu. Sorry, my head feels the size of a beach ball. But anyway, we're all winning slowly. We're overcoming this flu. Please, people, you have a very pleasant weekend ahead, and we will speak again tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be back to my full strength again tomorrow. I can try and do a better, more decent podcast. I just hope I got the message out there. Just something that I'd like to think about more about, and really, I think we'd like to discuss it more with everybody. So please don't hesitate to put some comments in, and please, once again, just want to say thank you to all the people that have subscribed. Those that have not subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you could just subscribe. You know, it doesn't cost you any money. They don't charge you for subscribing. That's for mahala, 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 mahala. Subscribe costs no money. It's different to joining. It's subscribers mahala. Thank you so much, people. You should have a great evening. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening to our podcast and watching The Solution. Take care and have a great evening further and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you,
Good
Papa.
night.